I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지만 우리 너무 달라. We just different. 나 좀 봐라. 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다. 너무 빨라. I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지만 우리 너무 달라. We just different. 나 좀 봐라. 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다. 너무 빨라. I'm a globetrotter. 지금부터 시작이야. 한턱에 money cause rules. 이게 리듬이야. 한턱에 money meant the moves. I've been killing it now. 아직 대비 미쳐버린 범인 아니니까. 하더라봐 한 미래로 돌아가 한 doing it cause I'm fly now. 비교나 더 알아. 아직까지 못하잖아. 켜보지만 나의 실력이 no visa. 뉴욕에서 한국까지 everybody raving visa. I'm balling out cause I'm a globetrotter. Yeah, 나처럼 잘 나가는 래퍼 불러. Yeah, 내 쇼미 나가다가 everybody staring. I don't need to play with rockets. 나의 비주얼 legend. I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지만 우리 너무 달라. We just different. 나 좀 봐라. 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다. 너무 빨라. I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지만 우리 너무 달라. We just different. 나 좀 봐라. 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다. 너무 빨라. I'm a globetrotter. Trotter. 나 계속 올라간다. I know all about it. Body. Body. 소리 너무 많이 친다. 빨리 들어가래. How we sound it. Sound it. 자리 빨리 비켜 내가 온다니까. 받아하지 못한 난 실려 왔다니까. 너 계속 여기 맴돌아. 와나 많은 두바이. I'm a globetrotter. 이 신발에도 절대 멈추진 않아. You know I gotta go. 내 시간 넌 잡아. 집중 focus all you know is the guala. Boy you slacking. People talking. 만만하지 ain't no action. 만만하게 보였던 사람들 다 subtracting. globetrotting 시작도 안 돼서 지금부터 앞으로 you know I'm only going up. Yeah. You could call me filthy, K.I.D. 해서 I hit a magic 92 broken down third eye 열지 Keep on I just keep on cause I'm curb one kanji I'm a globetrotter You and I 비교나 하지만 우리 너무 달라 We just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter You and I 비교나 하지만 우리 너무 달라 We just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter Trotter. 나 계속 올라가다 I know all about it body body 소리 너무 많이 친데 빨리 들어가래 How we sound it sound it 자리 빨리 비켜 내가 온다니까 받아하지 못한 난 실려 왔다니까 너 계속 여기 맴돌아 와나 많은 두바이
Well, it seems like someone has finally made it. Person I've been waiting on finally shows up. Hey, everybody, what's up? It's your boy One Gun. And today, folks, some poor soul called out for some help on the constraints. And I see what she's trying to do. It's easily solvable. But the way you were doing it, it can only be solved one way. And what you have to do is you're going to have to do a couple things to get the results that you want. So I got an example here. So I got Kevin with Camellia. And she's here. I guess they're having some fun. She's here posing in front of him like, do you like what you see? And he's like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, just look at his face. His face is like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, so it's like it's too much for him. He can't take it, so he falls out. But you know, I want him to I want his eyes to roll back, right? So I can't get his eyes to roll back because the constraints, the constraint that I have on him. What's up, Rand? Thanks for joining. His constraints aren't gonna let me do it. And I need his constraints on him so he can, so he can keep up with the Joneses here, keep up with her. You know, she's doing all these poses and stuff, and I want him to, he needs to look at her because he's having a good time, you know. But at some point, his eyes are gonna roll back in his head because he can't take it no more, and he's going to pass out. You know, so so I can make it happen, but I can't make it happen while the constraints are on him. So if I come down here, and click right here and click on the constraint and hit constraint, and you can see that the constraint is locked all the way down, It's just locked, and it's going to forever looking at her. So what I want to do is I want to go in here and do a couple of things, right? To get some more control. First things first, I'm gonna come in here and maybe right here, he'll pass out right here. So maybe we want to turn the constraint off somewhere in here, right? Well, let's say about right here. We're gonna just release it, right? And right here, if you click on this little thing right here, you're gonna see this little I guess what you call it, a translation, or a transition. And you can put this transition anywhere you want to. And what it's going to do is it's going to ease off that, it's going to ease the character off of that constraint controlling his head. Actually, it's going to get to a point to where when he gets here, the constraint is no longer affecting the character. But we also want the character's eyes to roll back. And from what I understand is that his eyes are not going to roll back while, first of all, you get two clips here. And one of the clips, and you got this constraint on. This constraint is still on right here, you know. So what you need to do is that you got your animation finalized, right? All your animations finalized. So what you want to do is, I'm going to pull this a little bit further up. All right, I want to pull that a little bit further up. Well, actually, pull it down a little bit. Maybe right there. That's fine. Okay. So I'm going to do is click on here, come over here, and merge the clips. After I merge the clips, I'm going to come over here and then go to flatten all the layers. That's going to flatten all these layers out and turn this down to one base layer. Yeah, you know, not while you have a constraint on, not while you have the look at constraint, because it won't work. It won't work properly. So next thing you want to do is with the now the constraint needs to be baked into the actual animation, right? Because the constraint is just going to sit here and give you problems. What you want to do is you want to bake what's ever going on on this character into the constraint. So you want to bake this constraint into the character's animation. So what you want to do is come over here to I do believe it's the modify panel. Let's see. Hold up. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's the animation. Sorry, it's the animation one. So what you want to do is find the one that says flatten all motion with constraint. So you got that character selected and you just want to flatten them, and it's going to take the constraint data and bake it into the character. So now the character, he's still, you know, his head's still gonna follow her, but what you can do now is you can put a layer on here, and right when he falls out, right? He can we can do this. We can go over here and we can actually change his facial expression. We can go to edit motion layer, and what I want to do is I'm just going to just kick his head back some. Kick it back a little bit. Kick it back a little bit like this. But now we can actually, now that his constraints are baked in, now we can go to his eyes. Let's see. Go to face key. And I think I can do this in muscle, I think. Alright. And then go to modify panel. Let's see. Eyeball. Oh, that's not good. It's not good either. Let's see. I look. So that's at 100. So you may have to go into. Yeah. You may have to go into. Let's see. Expression editor. Let me see something. yeah, you're gonna have to go into the morphs. You have to go take this character into what's the name and play with the morphs and fix. But as you can see, the eyes are no longer, the eyes are no longer being affected by the constraint. Now it's up to you to go to the next part, which is to go and fix the eye modifier. Like go back, you have to go back into character creator and actually make the morph to where his eyes actually roll back into his eye. Now here's the problem with that: these eyes are blank at the back, so the back of the eyes don't have backs to them. All right, these eyes were never made to like go totally white. That's probably something you would probably have to do with the textures, maybe make his eyes like white or something like that. But I think if you try to roll the eyes back, you may encounter something like actually seeing like where they like cut the back of the eyes off. The eyes are not perfect circles. I do believe they have them like kind of cut off in the back, but you can try your best to do it. I would just say, like I said, this thing has a limit, and you can't go past this limit. So I could probably try to say 200. No, it won't go past that. But you can go. You can actually go into the like I said, you can go into the morph thing, and you can actually go in there and make it so that his eyes actually roll back. You can do it, but how far you can roll those eyes back depends on what you're going to use. I would just suggest I don't know what I can suggest, but this is the way you fix the constraints to fix it so he won't have constraints on no more. But let's get this goofy look off his face, and let's give him a pass out face. Let's give him a nice little surprised. Let's see. Let's try a sad face on him. Something like this. And let's pull this down. And I'll just shut his eyes. His lids on his eyes. And there you have it. Fixed. And there you go, fixed. But like I said, if you want his eyes to roll back, that's it. That's an issue for you to play around in inside of freaking the modifiers inside of character creator. I'm just trying to help you just get to the point to where you're able to turn off the constraints and put any animation you want to on the character. As you saw, once I did that, I can move his eyes and do what I want to. So put on a constraint, bake your animations, then bake the constraints, and then you're done. I hope you all enjoyed this quick tutorial, because this is all I have for you all today. See y'all later. This is One Gun. I'm signing out. Peace.